Why TypeScript? Angular is first introduced by using JavaScript. Means Angular framework entirely write in what language? Sir? JavaScript language. And it is released and it is very popular, sir, at the time, around 2012 time frame, 2012. But after few years, they released or they rewritten the whole Angular framework by using what language? TypeScript language. And they released around 2017 time frame. Now the question is why they redesign, why they re-release the whole Angular framework by using the TypeScript. This is one of the interview question you will get in the interviews. Now, tell me, sir, when you will go for a new thing, when you will go for a new thing or new language, if the current language is bad, then only I will go for the new language or not. Do you agree with the point, sir? Sometimes, sometimes what we are going to do, we are going to the Angular people, why they move to the TypeScript? Why? Because the JavaScript language is not at all a good language. And normal developers means those who have less knowledge on the JavaScript, or they will do some problematic code and they may lead to the chaos in the project. That is why they went to the a new language. What is the answer? TypeScript. Sir, what are the problems of the JavaScript? What are the problems of the JavaScript? So let us see this one, sir. Now I'm asking one simple question. Int id equal to 200. Is it a valid assignment or invalid assignment? Think and tell me, sir. It is a valid assignment or invalid assignment? I want participation from you. So I'm asking the question. Please tell me int id equal to 200. It is a valid assignment or invalid assignment? Everybody know this one? It is a valid assignment, sir. It is a valid assignment. Observe id equal to, in the same program, I am assigning like this. Tell me, it is valid assignment or invalid assignment? Guys, I'm not asking rocket science questions or IIT JEE questions. I'm asking very simple question. The simple questions you can answer. That is why I'm asking simple questions. So tell me the answer. ID equal to ABC. Valid or invalid? It is invalid. ID equal to ABC. It is invalid. Why? Because what is a variable, sir? Integer. Now tell me ABC is an integer or a string? It is a string. Now observe ID equal to true. Tell me, sir, what about the 11th line? It is a valid or invalid, sir? It is also invalid. It is also invalid. Now I am asking the question. These are all invalid assignments, and these are all perfectly valid in the JavaScript. These are all perfectly valid in the JavaScript. What is the reason for this one, sir? JavaScript have dynamic data type capability. Dynamic data type capability, or JavaScript doesn't have fixed data types. Doesn't have fixed data types. Sir, what is the problem with this one? Okay, it is allowing, it is okay. Now the question is, sir, what is the problem here? Now I am asking. Observe how you are going to create a variable in the JavaScript, sir. Where or let also I can use it out. Now tell me ID divided by 100. It is a valid operation or invalid operation, sir? ID divided by 100. It is a valid operation or invalid operation? On the 11th line. It is a very valid operation, sir. It is a very valid operation. But observe, what about here, sir? Tell me on the 15th line. On the 15th line, what about the 15th line, sir? It is valid or invalid? It is invalid, sir. Why? What is the reason? I cannot perform, I cannot perform a division operation or in fact math operations on what variable? String data. On what data, sir? String data. That is a problem. Now tell me, if the data type is not fixed, can you guess operations of the data type, sir? No. Yes or no? So right now, here, what operations are possible, sir? Math operations. Here I can perform what operations, sir? String operations. Now, this is the problem of what, sir? JavaScript. The first problem of JavaScript, sir. JavaScript doesn't have what? Fixed data types. JavaScript doesn't have what, sir? Fixed data types. What is the problem of fixed data? What is the problem of fixed data types, sir? The problem of fixed data types are what? I cannot perform valid operations, and every time I need to check whether we have the proper value or not. Whether always I need to check whether I have the proper value or not. Sir, how can I know whether we have the proper value or not? Guys, again I'm telling, in the real time we always use the Visual Studio Code Editor. What is editor? We are going to use a Visual Studio Code Editor. So that is why I'm using the same set. Tomorrow or day after tomorrow, I will show you how you are going to set up this one. But today, just I'm using for reference purpose only. So observe. Here I'm creating the TypeScript. Tomorrow I will show you, or tomorrow or day after tomorrow, I will show you how you are going to use the how you are going to install TypeScript and the related things. So today's is about only introductory session. New file, example1.js. Now very simple, where id equal to 100, id equal to abc, id equal to true. Console.log id. How to execute these things anyway, I'm going to discuss in the coming days, not today. Okay, don't bother about what you are seeing here. So right now I created the variable and I changed the variable data types. So that's fine. I am opening the command prompt. DEC example1.js. Now observe here, sir, the first one. What is the first data type, sir? Number. The second data type become what, sir? String. Third data type become what, sir? Boolean. Now tell me, data type is fixed or can be changed, sir, in the JavaScript? Data types can be fixed or can be changed, sir. So right now, at this point, what is the data type of I variable, sir? At this point, what is the data type of id variable? Number. At this point, what is the data type of id variable, sir? String. What is the data type of id variable? Boolean. Now, can you tell me, in the JavaScript, data type is fixed or changed, sir? with the proof. What is the one? It is fixed or it is changed, sir? It is changed. It is changed. Now tell me, at this point, I can do, at this point, I can do what operations? Math operations. And at this point, I can do what operations? String operations. At this point, I can do what operation? Boolean operations. That is why Angular people are move away from JavaScript language to what language, sir? TypeScript language. They move away from what language to what language? JavaScript language to the TypeScript language. Are you following, sir? Are you following, everyone? I'm asking, say yes or no. Very good. Very good. So far, guys, it is very simple. We are giving the reasons for why we should use a TypeScript. Why we should use a TypeScript. The next point is observe better object-oriented features. Third one, compilation, compiler support. Now, in all good programming languages, sir, what is the one will be there? Compiler is there. Now I am asking the question, what is the purpose of the compiler? Think and tell me, sir. What is the purpose of the compiler in the programming language? Whether it is a C, Java, or .NET, or anywhere, sir. What is the purpose of the compiler, sir? Think and tell me. Yeah, good. Convert into bytecode. Okay. So every program will convert, sir. I'm asking the question. You are telling one reason, but there is another important reason is also there. I am asking what is the purpose of the compiler in the modern programming languages? Very good, Pawan. Converts programming language into the program into the machine code. That's okay. I agree with that. But there is another important thing is there. Think and tell me, sir. As a trainer, I need to give you the visualization, sir. Very good, Navnita. That's what it throws. It throws. If any errors are there, now tell me your program will be verified first. Do you agree with this one, sir? If you are doing any mistakes, sir, if you are doing any mistakes, who will tell those mistakes, sir? If you are doing any mistakes, who will tell those mistakes? Your compiler. Now tell me all the syntax related one, some logic related errors also will be identified at the development time. Do you agree with this one, sir? What is the problem of JavaScript, sir? There is no compiler. But what is advantage of the JavaScript? What is advantage of the TypeScript? Compiler is there. Compiler is there. Now tell me, if you identify the problem when you are writing the code, it is easy to fix. Do you agree? If we identify the problem when we are developing the code, it is easy to fix. That is why all the means that is another reason Angular is skipped completely the JavaScript version and they released what version, sir? TypeScript version. And all the Angular development team means Angular developers think what? Okay, if I do any mistake in the JavaScript, there is no way of validating that until you run it. That is why Angular people move away to another programming language is what, sir? TypeScript. That is why we have, what is the reason? Why TypeScript? What is the first one? JavaScript doesn't have what, sir? Fixed data types, means data type can be modified. So in this scenario, what is the one? It is a string and it is a number. And here what is the one, sir? It is a string and here what is the one? Boolean. So the second reason is it contains what, sir? Compiler support. It contains what? Compiler support. What is the advantage of the compiler support, sir? All the development related syntax errors will be identified. All the development related syntax error will be identified. Now I will write another program. Tomorrow I will show you how to use this one. Example2.js. Now observe here, sir. Very simple. I am writing a simple program. Function m1. Observe, I am taking two variables I comma j. I'm taking two variables I comma j. I'm not writing anything fancy here. Very simple code. Console dot log I. Console dot log j. Now I'm asking one simple question. M1 10 comma 20. It is a valid function call or invalid function call? It is a valid function call or invalid function call? Think and tell me, sir. Sixth line is a valid function call or invalid function call? There is no rocket science in this one, sir. It is valid. It is valid in all programming languages. It is perfectly valid in all programming languages. But observe, M1 M1. Tell me, sir, what about the eighth line? What about the eighth line? Sorry, what about the seventh line? Is it valid or invalid? Guys, it is valid or invalid? Seventh line, it is invalid. What about the ninth line? The function is accepting only two arguments, but I am sending only one argument. It is also invalid. It is also invalid. What about the last line, sir? 11th line. We are not sending at all the arguments. It is also invalid. Now, this is invalid in all other programming languages, but in the JavaScript, it is perfectly valid, sir. Let me show it to you. I'm just providing the markers here, start and end markers, so that we can easily understand whether method is executed or not. And now I'm running the application. Now observe and tell me, sir. So right now, this one is executed. Fine. What about this one, sir? M1 is executed or not executed, sir? Executed. What about this one also? This one also executed perfectly, sir. What about this one? This one also executed perfectly. Now I am asking the question. JavaScript is a good language or JavaScript is a good language, sir? It is allowing the developer to do the mistakes. It is allowing developer to do the mistakes. But observe example 3.ts, the same version I'm writing in the TypeScript. Now I'm executing the TypeScript one. I'm just doing the compiling example 3.ts. Now see sir, what is the problem? On what line? Ninth line. What is the problem? Expected how many arguments? 2 arguments, but we are getting what's it? 3. The same way. On the 11th line, what is the one? Expected 2 arguments, but we got what's it? Only 1. Now, in the same way, on the 13th line, expected 2 arguments, but we are sending 0. Now tell me, which one is a good programming language, sir? Which one is a good programming language? Your TypeScript or your JavaScript, sir? Guys, there is no dispute here. Which one is a good programming language? TypeScript. Why, sir? It is providing the compiler support, which providing the better data type support, and which provides all these things, sir. All these things. That is why Angular people move to what programming language? TypeScript programming language. Compiler is a good tool to verify the syntax errors. Some logic errors also. That is what you need to know, sir. So right now, our TypeScript doesn't have a good compiler. What about the JavaScript, sir? It doesn't have any compiler support. It doesn't have any compiler support. That is another one. And very, very important thing, what is the one, sir? Better object-oriented features. Sir, object-oriented programming is possible in the JavaScript, possible in the TypeScript, but it is simplified in what programming language? It is simplified in what programming language? TypeScript. Sir, can you give me a simple example? Yes, of course I can do. So let me create a simple class here. Example 4.ts. Guys, tomorrow I will show you how to use the Visual Studio Code Editor. So right now, observe how to write a class. Most of you know this one. How to write a class? Class name. Now tell me, this one is easy. Object-oriented programming is nothing but creating a class. Now tell me, this one is easy to develop. Do you agree with this point, sir? Yes, very good. But observe the same thing if I want to develop by using JavaScript. Yes. Now tell me, which one is easy, sir? JavaScript version is easy or TypeScript version is easy? Think and tell me. What about this one, sir? The same JavaScript class code is what, sir? Create a function and inside the function create another function and return a. Now tell me which one is easy to understand and easy to write? JavaScript language or TypeScript language, sir? Which one is easy to write and easy to understand, sir? Very good. Which one, sir? TypeScript. Now, some of you are still in the doubt. Now observe, class B extends class A. Now observe the code. Now tell me, I am just extending the class B, means extending the class A by using class B. Now observe the same version in the JavaScript. Now tell me, sir, which one is easy, sir? Now there is no dispute. Tell me, I will give you 1 month to understand the whole logic of this one, sir. I will give you 1 month time. But in order to understand this one, we need very good JavaScript knowledge. Do you agree with this point, sir? And you should have very good development experience. But observe, what about this one, sir? What about this one? Class A, class B extends class A. Now tell me, even fresher also with little knowledge can easily understand this kind of code. Can easily understand this kind of code. That is why Angular people is move away from JavaScript language to the TypeScript language. Always remember one point, sir. When we want to use certain technology or certain framework, we need to know why I need to use this one. Why I need to use this one. What is the advantages it is providing to me. So we need to first evaluate that, then only we need to move to the new language or new technology. So from your hearts, which one is a good programming language, sir? Which one is a good programming language? Guys, TypeScript, awesome. Which one is the bad or worst programming language to write? That is why, JS, don't type everything as a JavaScript, JS. That is why TypeScript knowledge, Angular with JavaScript knowledge is not a good one. That is why all the companies are expecting what's a Angular with TypeScript. So if I am using this one, we can get all these things. Now I'm going